A devotee is checking in. To ensure check-in is complete, please give me your credit card. A devotee is checking in. To ensure check-in is complete, please give me your credit card.
I forgot. There was an update on the PC. The PC needed an update and I forgot to turn it on. I forgot that it needed to, I needed to reconnect it. It's good now. Hello. Hold on. Let me push up the gain a little bit. Hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. Would you like me to hydrate with tea?
I will send you to Jesus.
No. I do feel like I need to be sent to Jesus, though. Jesus, take the wheel.
I am George Dimmadome, owner of the Chaos Dale Dimmadome.
Oh my gosh. Sounds like you should wine. Yeah, I need some good wine. That's what I need right now. I need like a good glass of ooh. I don't know, am I Chardonnay girly? I haven't tried Chardonnay. Well, is Chardonnay white wine? If Chardonnay is white wine, then I need some white wine. Tea, water, coffee. Do you want me to drink it in that order? Rosé? I haven't had rosé before. Chardonnay. Sorry. I had to. I couldn't stop myself. Ha 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 ha. Sorry if I'm gonna be honest, most of the time this is normally actually how I sound. I'm very monotone. I'm a very monotone voice. Unless I'm like really energetic. I'm trying. Okay, so let me explain a little bit about the title, because our title is weird today. Was sad. What I put? Was sad, then went to dentist. Let's chat. Yeah. So let me talk a little bit about it. Is George a cowboy? So George was originally supposed to be a park ranger, so he was gonna have a park ranger outfit, because another piece to my lore is that this park that I'm currently in is called Chaos National Park. It's a park. It's like an actual park.
'Cause you can get it up on these nuts.
Oh my gosh. Seriously? I just started. We just started. It's 8 minutes in and I'm already getting a D's nuts joke. I can't with you people right now. I'm trying also not to laugh because my jaw hurts. Go Georgie Ranger. Yeah. Suffer. I guess I'm suffering. That's how it is. Yeah, but so let me explain a little bit about the title. So yesterday and today, my lymph node on my, I'm trying to remember if I'm turning my head to the side that it's on. It's on this side. It is my left side, which to you guys it would look like you're right. And I got a swollen lymph node on only that side. Nowhere else do I have a swollen lymph node. The other thing is too, is not only is it swollen, now it's sore. It was only sore to the touch earlier on, but now it's like, now it's sore to the touch still, but it's also now sore when I speak. And do you want to know why that is? Because I went to the dentist. I had to go to the dentist today. I had a dental appointment. I didn't even remember I had a dental appointment. Look, I gotta keep these teeth pearly white, you know? Wisdom? No, I've had my wisdom teeth removed for years now. My wisdom teeth have been removed for a very long time. So, it wasn't my wisdom teeth. Hold on a minute. There we go. Yeah, I've had my wisdom teeth removed for, I think, about 6 or 7 years now. No, longer than that, because I believe I got them removed when I was 18, and I'm almost like 26. No. How old am I? I know I'm just getting to 30. I'll just tell you that much. It's closer to 30, alright? I know I'm definitely over 25, but I'm closer to 30. Bro, I don't know how old I am anymore, I'm gonna be honest. You sound so stoned. Okay, you do understand. Okay. This is how I normally speak. It's not, I am tired, but normally, most of the time when I talk and when I speak, it's mostly monotone like this. I'm a very monotone speaker. I've always kind of been like that. But theater and other things were, well, also energy of other people does make me a little bit more energetic. I'm also just tired today because I've just been a little tired and a few other things. I'll be nice right now. Okay, good. But anyways, back to my story. So for yesterday and today, my lymph nodes have been, my one lymph node on my left side has been swollen. So I was like, well, I'm not getting sick because I don't feel bad. I don't feel sick. However, I do sleep on my left side a lot. So it could be that it was just from sleeping. The other thing is that I have really bad tummy issues. So I have to sleep at a weird angle. And depending on how bad the stomach issue is, I have to actually sleep completely sitting up. And when I mean sitting up, I mean like butt planted on the bed, and I have to sit up leaning against a pillow or something. But I also sleep on my side, so it's a very weird, and it definitely is a very uncomfortable position. However, it at least helps me sleep and to where I don't need to worry about my stomach issue. My stomach issue is kind of similar to a thing called GERD, where your stomach acid comes back up into your esophagus, which it's not supposed to do that. However, mine does do that. I am taking some over-the-counter medication to stop that and prevent it. However, I never really know when it's going to happen. I don't have it every single night, but when I do, it is terrible. So I am thinking that that is why I possibly got my swollen lymph node, because I ended up sleeping very wrongly because I had bad tummy issues, and that is what ended up happening. And then I had a dentist appointment. I did tell the dentist, I was like, hey, I have a swollen lymph node on this side. It only hurts when I touch it. It doesn't hurt any time out of that. I've been able to brush my teeth and floss and talk and eat and drink just all fine. And then I went to the dentist, and, you know, they're poking around in your mouth and everything, you know, giving you an oral examination, man. And I guess it really set it off, because now it does hurt a little bit when I talk. And it doesn't hurt though when I eat or when I drink. It just only hurts when I am speaking. So that is why I was saying that today might be a really short stream, because I legitimately don't know how long I can talk. And I was going to do art today, but I'm a little too tired to focus on it, so we're not going to do that. I was actually thinking we could do some reaction content today, but then I was like, no, I kind of want to do that another time when I have like a little bit more energy. I'm not answering that. It's like the English or Spanish, isn't it? I am not answering a yes or no. I will say, I will stay neutral. I'm not gonna be the English or Spanish thing. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even understand internet technology very much in order to understand why that was even a thing of the English or Spanish thing. I know what it was meaning to be, but I still don't understand how they got that. I'm like, why Why are you like this? Why are people like this? I just never understood it. It doesn't make sense to me, I guess. I guess maybe I'm just too boomer for the internet. It's not that. I'm trying to make a decision and can't. I'm gonna need more context than that. Oh my gosh. Matt, you are reminding me of Jose right now. He literally... So, Jose and I were talking earlier. We were talking about, like, some other stuff before I went to the dentist. And I was talking with him about, you know, some personal things. And then we kind of got onto a funny topic. So, for those that don't know, Jose actually has a collection of very beautiful anime figures of beautiful ladies in bunny suits. I'm gonna just do it. Yeah, you know what? At the end of the day, Matt, just do it. Oh no, what is this? I'm gonna use that for a stream later. Thank you, Matt. Thank you for this. I'm going to use this for all the wrong purposes. Thank you. I need, you know what I need? I need a meme. I need a meme hashtag now. Who's surprised? Raise your hand. No, no one raised their hand. Excellent. See? Yeah, you know what? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Let me... I'm gonna... There we go. I wouldn't expect any less. Good. Yeah, hold on a minute. Hold on. Your artwork is going to be displayed now. Oop. No, that's a word.
Thanks for the flies.
Wait, I can make it better. Oh no, not the flies. Not the flies. Hold on. Yes, load this. This is done by the wonderful Matt. Oh my gosh. I can't believe you did this just right now. I'm gonna keep this up the rest of stream. I don't care. This is now staying. You will always be immortalized now. I don't know where I'm gonna put this, but I just brought it into VTube Studio. It's not up in the actual stream. Oh my gosh. Yippee! Oh my goodness. Why does this like go into the vein of just really bad? I'm trying to think. It's like up there with like really bad t-shirt designs. I need to put this on a shirt. You know what the funny thing is? I've been thinking about doing a casual outfit. So we getting it as a poster. If I can figure out how to do it myself, like maybe. I can't believe how fast you did that. You took like a freaking screenshot and did that so goddamn fast. I applaud you people. You guys are the true artists here. Gosh. Oh, this looks so good. No, it actually does. I really do like it. Anyways, this is so great. I do applaud. If you guys want to post like memes and stuff, I need a meme hashtag. We'll think of one. Honestly, I feel like so many people have hashtags for literally everything. You know what? Just because I like have 100 meme templates saved on my phone that I can turn it. Oh my gosh. You are exactly like Jose. Jose has so many memes. He sends me a lot of memes. Get you a partner that sends you memes. And honestly, that's what he does most of the time. When I'm sad and stuff, he just sends me a bunch of memes. Sends me a bunch of funny videos. Or he'll send me like inspirational ones. Inspirational like ones as well, which is nice. There's like one person that does like inspirational memes, but they're all inspirational. And I do repost them every single day, so yeah. What the heck? Alright. Apparently on my Twitch activity feed, it said Clips leaderboard. R Creates is the new top clipper at 21 views. Wow. It's because I'm the only person that clips my stuff. Yeah. Definitely a wow. I know, I said that so defeatingly. This is how I am when I'm really tired. Hi Pupperinos. Hi. I will say though that this stream is also a little bit of a test because I changed some things within OBS settings for stream and recording because okay, so I know that a lot of people when they do streaming, what they'll do is they'll stream and then they'll download the video and then they'll post it up on YouTube. I stream and record at the same time. Why do I do this? I have no idea. Hey, stream watch streak, let's go, let's go. I'm gonna be honest, I've gotten some like stream watch streaks and I never like cash them in. And the reason being, like, I never like post it up or anything like that because I'm a serial lurker in everyone's streams mostly. So I just never voice it. I never say anything. I don't know. It's just how I am. It's how I am. Oh, this one. Oh no. Is there another one? George TOS. Stupid saying these nuts. I mean, I feel like you guys just use George for these nuts jokes more than anything. If you guys want to see more of these memes, they're in the meme channel in the Discord. If you want to post these out onto like social onto any other socials, I guess you can just put it under the I don't know, we need a meme hashtag, aka join the Discord LMAO. Yeah, I don't voice a lot of times that we do have a Discord. I think it's more of just because it's like, you know, we have a really small community. We don't have a lot of people, and I like being small, but I also like want to grow bigger. I don't know, it's like the duality of man. I have two wolves inside of me, man. I don't know, I think I like the giddy up on these nuts better. Small, so small, yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people like do hate being small. I mean, I don't mind it because then it's like I recognize everybody and I'm able to recognize each and every one of you. And I feel like when I grow a lot bigger, it's definitely harder for me to talk with everybody because it's like, you know, there's so many people, right? But I do like our community and how it is. And I'm gonna be honest here. I'm just gonna put this out there. I do have a very hard time and I deal a lot with very terrible self-esteem issues. And my expectation every single time when I come to stream is that nobody will be here. And I will just be talking to myself. I mean, when I first started streaming, it was more of a hobby. And only more recently have I been trying to do more with content creation. But I will say this much. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about like making other content. I like doing streaming, but when it comes to making videos and stuff like that, I think I've found that I just don't like it. I just don't like making videos, but I don't have any I don't have anybody to help me to make videos and stuff like that. So gotta just buckle down and do it, or you know, bite the nail, as they say. So I mean, I did finish the 2.0 highlight video, so that's done. It's not great, but it's done, and that's all that matters to me. Bite the nail? You mean bite the bullet? Thank you. Yes, that's what I mean. I mean, it is also nice to just have like highlight videos of your streams, and or like a more condensed version of most of your streams, so that people are introduced to you a little bit faster and can kind of like see the stuff that you got, you know? So it's a lot to think about when you're a smaller creator and then you want to kind of make content creation kind of your main thing. I think it's like part of me still is thinking that this is more of like a hobby, doing content creation. Like I do like it, I do enjoy it, but I know that I don't want to do this forever. I know one day I'll probably put up my little crown. George will put up his hat and we might leave, but for the time being, I'm still gonna be here. Again, I don't know how many years. I mean, we're gonna be getting up to 5 years of streaming next year, but honestly, here's the timeline. I started streaming in 2021, 2022, I believe, is when I first started. And I didn't really do too much because I was just kind of doing it during the summertime of my university because I was still in uni at the time. I can't take George away. He still has my credit card. Don't worry. We'll return everybody's credit card before we leave on our own journey and adventure back to the stars. That's how I'm gonna explain it. When we leave, we will be going back to the cosmos of the universe, and just know that whenever you look at the stars, we're there somewhere among them. And we may or may not have stolen all of your credit card information and are constantly committing identity theft.
I'm keeping them, don't listen to them.
Yeah, I know, George, don't worry. We'll take their credit cards. Don't worry about that. But again, that's a long time in the future. I don't think that we're going to be doing it right now. We're not quitting now. Though I will say there's been a lot of times where I have felt that quitting might be a good idea, but then I'm just wondering, what am I going to do with my life? And I think for the most part, I just don't really have much direction in life right now, which does make it hard for you to kind of figure out what you want to do with your life. I do have some things I want to do. Like, for example, there's definitely a lot of stuff with streaming that I still want to do. Like, I want to do more collabs. I want to make more fun memories with you all. Like, that's like a big thing that I want to do. And those memories can be whatever, and whatever we make it. And especially since I got some birthday stuff planned. I know my birthday is like a really long way away, but I actually already have something really good planned. And I'm gonna be honest, I think I might just reuse the so the stuff that we had for the debut, because it was supposed to be a subathon, but it never ended up being one. So I'm gonna do that for my birthday instead. just to do it, you know?
Do it.
So all the goals are probably gonna be exactly the same. So all the goals are going to be exactly the same. We're just going to maybe change the incentives a little bit more, because I want to change them a little bit. Another thing that I also want to do is I do want to also add a punishment wheel eventually to the stream as well. I need to like get some stuff together for it, but yeah.
Subathon these nuts.
Yeah. Honestly, the entirety of our you know, to boil down just what happens during stream, the frog just says D's nuts a lot. I think that's the easiest way to boil down what happens during a stream. Now, I was talking about Jose. Alright. So earlier today, Jose and I were talking, as we always do. I try and talk with him as much as I can. For those that don't know, Jose and I do not live together. We do live close to each other. However, it does take me a long time to get out there because there's a lot of traffic. So we aren't able to meet up as much as we would like. He is also employed. I am not. I am unfortunately part of the unemployed, so sadly I know a lot of the stuff that goes on the internet compared to him, and it's so weird to hear him talk about stuff stuff that has happened on the internet, and it's like 2 weeks after the thing had happened. The bliss he must live in. The bliss of being employed. Oh. I mean, there's some times where it's not. But he likes his work. He likes his job. However, his work schedule is that he works at night. So I mostly am awake during the day and then I sleep at night. So we do have very conflicting schedules. But we do try and talk when we can. And today's a day off for him, so we're able to kind of talk a little bit. And we were talking about some personal things and some other stuff that had happened, because remember I told you guys that something had happened and it made me kind of sad, and I'm still kind of sad from that. There's a few other reasons, but I can, you know what, it doesn't matter. That stuff doesn't matter. And then Jose was talking about his lovely figure collection, because he decided to go on a site that has a lot of really nice figures. And this site also sells figures that are made by artists. So if you have ever seen a Miku, there's a lot of Miku figures, but there are some Miku figures where artists will draw Miku, and the figure companies will use that drawing as the Miku. And there's like a bunch of different like Miku contests that you can draw and probably win to be the artist behind Miku. The same thing also happens with other artists as well, very well-known adult artists have made some pictures that eventually became figures. And most importantly, Jose collects specifically bunny girl versions of these. I do not mind it, because I also think that the figures look very, very nice. So I'm not complaining. I can look at them too. However, he was like, oh, there's a new bunny girl figure done by this artist, which is the same artist as another bunny girl figure.
A devotee is checking in. To ensure check-in is complete, please give me your credit card.
This is a terrible timing to come in of me talking about bunny girl figures right now. But anyways, Jose was looking on the site and he was like, oh, that adult artist that makes a lot of adult manga is having a new figure be released that they have drawn. And it's a bunny girl figure. And he was like, should I? And I was like, no, do not buy that. And he was like, why not? I was like, Jose, food is good. Food is better. Food tastes good. Bunny girl cannot feed you. Bunny girl cannot sustain you. A bunny girl figure cannot sustain you. She is just there to be pretty.
Very damaged. With 3 shots take cover in the lands of At Mistress of Bottom and the Madam of Altix. I request asylum.
You cannot be requesting asylum now. So Jose was like, you know what? I don't need food. I'm fine. I'm gonna buy the bunny girl figure. I was like, you know what? As long as I can look at her too, that's fine with me. Bunny girl can't feed you yet. Oh my gosh. However, he has sent me some TikToks as well. There's a TikTok that he sent me of a person making ice water soup. Do you want to know why? Final Fantasy secret layers have dropped. That's Magic the Gathering. So what they have, yeah, they did. I think so, haven't they? Can we get a confirmation on this?
Bunny girls, I prefer figures of waifu version of the Transformers. The waifu Optimus Prime is fine.
Seal prices are insane. They have, yeah, because Jose, I remember Jose was in line. He was like waiting in line at a certain time to get the secret layers because a few people wanted them. And he was like, the boxes sold out immediately. Like, immediately. And I was like, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that they sold out so quickly. Because it's Final Fantasy. Oh. What? Okay.
Whistles, knows nothing.
Apparently my hair got taken, but the sound did not play. I guess Sound Alerts just doesn't want to work today. Well, you know what? That's fine. Sound Alerts can be what it wants to be, and it wants to not work today. A box is running for 400 on the second market. 400? Is that $400 USD? Oh my gosh, I'm not surprised. Everyone deserves a day off. I know, right? Bro, everyone deserves a day off just to go and stand in line for Magic. Bucks, yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm not surprised. Yeah, I was gonna check for you guys too.
Let me tell you my art, you need to check the waifu's figure of Optimus Prime, very good one. Also my comrade Ticket, the head of art A.
I have seen the Optimus Prime figure. I've also seen the My Little Pony ones as well. Okay. I'm gonna say this. And you guys have to all understand that this was a long time ago and I was young. I was part of the My Little Pony fandom, and yes, I did make a My Little Pony OC. And yes, I was very deep into the DeviantArt fandom of My Little Pony. And yes, I still love to listen to the song Discord by The Living Tombstone. I will admit it. I shall admit this as part of my lore. This is my life. There's some art lore for you guys to all enjoy. If I find an old picture of the pony, I will put it up, because I feel like, here, let me look. I don't remember how to log into this account anymore. However, I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember my name on DeviantArt. Definitely. Jeez. Oh, yeah. Jose's coworkers pulled a Sephiroth and a Cloud, and I think it was a foiled. I think both of them were foiled. There was also the Catboy from Final Fantasy XIV that everybody loves. Apparently somebody got the full art of that, and I was like, oh yeah, whoever pulled that, they're making money. They're making money. Which one? There's like 5 of them. I don't remember. Hold on, let me look it up, because he actually sent me it. He sent me a picture. I'm not going to pull the pictures. Sometimes I question one of the group chats I'm in. I like how the first picture in the DMs with Jose and I chatting with each other is literally of his bunny girl figures from the back. Yes, he was like bunny girls. Let me see the one that he pulled. It is a full art Sephiroth, and it is, I cannot read this. Hold on. Let me enhance. I cannot tell. Surge foil? Okay. And then it looks like somebody else got a full art Cloud. It's a full art Cloud. Damn. People be cooking. People be cooking out here with their stuff. I don't remember what I actually called myself on DeviantArt to remember to get any of like the old pictures and drawings and art and stuff. I'm gonna be honest, I think all of that stuff is definitely abandoned at this point. I don't think I have it anymore, which is a little saddening, but that's just kind of how it is. Oh, my hair returned. Hooray. I will tell you this much about my My Little Pony OC that I used to have. It was a Pegasus. I know a lot of people usually would make like alicorns and stuff like that, but mine, I just made a Pegasus. I don't know. Actually, funny enough, how the creator of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic ended up making the entirety of the My Little Pony series is very much like how I would play with dolls and stuff. Because she said the reason that she ended up writing My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is it was based off of her own ways of how she used to play with My Little Ponies when she was younger, which is very interesting, and I also think that that is really good. I also find it really, really funny that when they originally made My Little Pony, you know, maybe one time in the Discord we can watch on Netflix like how they made the story of how they made My Little Pony. It's so fascinating. There's also a Barbie one too. And actually the Barbie movie does kind of make a reference to it in a way. The show, I believe, not the... But I've watched the Barbie movie twice. And I watched the Barbie movie twice because I like the ending.
That make me remember the figure of the crossover of Transformers and My Little Pony. The figure is My Little Prime.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. That's actually kind of cool. I'm gonna be honest, part of me kind of wants to get into reading Transformers because apparently I heard it's very gay. And I'm just like, how? But then I'm like, wait a minute. That makes sense though, that they would be very gay because they are aliens. It's explained. Transformers, they're not technically completely robots. They're technically aliens. They're living machines.
Here in South America, any good man of the 90s and 2000s have seen Barbie movies, the most masculine thing.
Ah, yes, the true and most masculine thing is Barbie movies. I've been trying to find all of my Barbie movies. I found Swan Lake, The 12 Dancing Princesses, and I'm trying to remember the last one. YouTube? No! Okay, I need to explain this. Okay. Hold on a minute.
But let me tell you, my favorite old franchise is the original Max Steel.
Max Steel. Hold on. I have like something in my eye. Here, let me see on YouTube. I know what I'm doing after stream. Guys. Hold on. Is this all of... Okay, cool. There's apparently... Hold on. I know that there's an official...
A question: not you like other countries' cartoons that are very good, because I have a good one.
Other countries... Yes, I don't mind other countries' cartoons. I mean, I love Bluey, so... Oh no! Okay, hold on. Alright. You need to send me what the official one is, because isn't it like Barbie? I don't remember what it was. But there was an official account for Barbie movies. But I think what ended up happening is YouTube ended up taking it down, even though that it was Mattel itself that had put it up. Like, people had actually gotten the rights to do it. Which is interesting. Wait, the Disney Channel is literally showing the full first season of
I recommend Sendakaya Spain cartoon that have 2 seasons, but we fans did have to wait 11 years for the 3rd seasons, and they gonna put all 3 in YouTube. I recommend, and it is English dub.
Ooh, an English dub too? Awesome. No, yeah, I think they got rid of it. Oh, was it Barbie movies? No. It's weird. It's hard to find it. 24K more. Oh, are you trying? What do you want? What do you want in your 24K? Oh, to get turn me into a marketable plushie. Here, let me see this one. Oh.
Believe me, I was 11 years ago that I have to wait, but Sendakaya is a very good project and holds very well.
Okay, let me look this up. Ooh. Oh, interesting. That is an opening. I just heard like the opening music and I was like, I was shaking my head to it. Oh gosh, that's actually pretty damn good. Sendakai champions Sengate. I did it. I did it. I know words. Yeah, it definitely has it all in here. You know what this kind of reminds me of? Why does this kind of remind me? I don't know why the art style kind of reminds me of Code Lyoko. Does anyone remember Code Lyoko? I never watched Code Lyoko fully, but I do remember watching it. Actually, is Code Lyoko on YouTube? Hold on. I believe it is. I need to look this up. I like how every time that we talk.
But the most incredible thing they did for the fans was to assure that even if it took a while, there would be an end to this story, in honor of the fans that didn't make it through COVID.
Oh. I understand. Yeah. Yeah, but does anyone remember Code Lyoko? Bro, those foreheads, man. The foreheads got me all the damn time. If you guys don't know Code Lyoko was basically a bunch of kids that ended up going into the digital world. Okay, I know that sounds exactly like Digimon, but they basically are warriors and stuff, and they have to fight in this digital landscape and also try and like save a girl who's in it. I don't know. I don't remember like too much about it. But it's interesting because it was a show that was a mixed media. So it had 2D, so Digimon. Well, Digimon, but no. So instead of you having a Digimon that fights for you, you fight instead. You don't have a Digimon. You are the Digimon. That's what Code Lyoko was. Look it up on YouTube. You can look up the opening. You can probably also get like an 18-minute. There's plenty of people that have gone over what Code Lyoko was. There was also a live action Code Lyoko, but a lot of people hate it because it was weird. That was a Digimon series too. Oh my gosh.
But the fun thing art, they gonna put all in YouTube and they gonna have their own TV channel and is sponsored by the Association of Football. I recommend this history and that make me remember the game for DS Dungeon Maker with a talking shovel.
Yeah. But Code Lyoko was a French animation, and it blended 2D and 3D. So they would go into these kind of tubes and go into like the digital area, and when they did, it would like scan them, and when it scanned them, this was such a seamless transition. Just look it up. It's such a seamless transition between when they went from 2D to 3D. It was pretty seamless, especially for the time when it had come out, because I believe like, yeah, I mean, Code Lyoko probably came out around the beginning of YouTube, so it's a pretty old show, or even before YouTube existed. Another it's kind of an anime, it's kind of not. Wakfu. I think Wakfu is also really good. It's also French, but Wakfu is really good. It has magic. It's got warriors. It's got a lot of different things. It's got elves. It's kind of got like druid people too. But it's about a boy named Hugo who has a dragon brother, and they go on adventures to solve different mysteries that are happening around, and also to kind of figure out where he came from as well. And over time, they meet various foes, various enemies. So it kind of has very much like children entertainment kind of vibe with there's a bigger foe that must be fought at the end of every single season, but it does get darker. So it does end up getting a lot darker. So it's like at first it kind of just like a children's show, and then as it goes through, it becomes less of a kids show and is more like, oh, this world is pretty screwed, like pretty screwed up. I've only watched maybe like the first 2 seasons and have watched a little bit of season 3. I believe season 4 or season 5 is coming out soon, and now Hugo's like an adult or something, I believe. And it's like they're nearing the end of the story, but they are also a small company and small team, so they do want there to be an ending. There's also been like movies and stuff too, but Wakfu is pretty good. Oh, I don't think I've ever talked about Wakfu. I've always wanted to talk about it. I'm also really sad that Wakfu is not really big out here in the West. It was for like a brief time when it was like on Netflix, but then it like got taken off of Netflix. So, and Netflix was the only place that you could really watch it, I believe. At least for out here in America, that's how it was. There wasn't really any other way to watch it, and I couldn't really find any other acquired ways to watch it. So I'm kind of just hanging on that I'm gonna find something to be able to watch it. But again, the first season
that make me remember the cartoons Gargoyles and Carmen Sandiego, and also make me remember Wakfu is a new tube in the official channel.
Yes, Wakfu does have an official YouTube channel as well. Oh, I did watch Gargoyles. I watched it when I first got Disney Plus. I kind of had heard that Gargoyles was on there, so I did watch it, and I did watch it all the way, and I was like, it's really sad that they canceled this, because they did not, they just canceled it. They canceled it halfway through. They weren't even done with the entire story. And I was super sad. I was like, damn. That's a way to go for a good show. Gargoyle. No. Matt, behave. We're talking about the show, not gargoyle these nuts. It's like I gotta beat you back with a stick. Just be like, no these nuts. I'm gonna be honest, I don't mind the D's nuts jokes, but if you keep making them every single 5 minutes, I am gonna get tired of it, and I'm going to ban it. I will ban D's nuts, and then you will get timed out every single time you try and say them. I will still allow it for now, but I will say this much, if people keep doing it.
The whole series of Wakfu is on YouTube for free. That make me remember a cartoon that I like, Kala's Mommy's Go, where a kid descendant of a pharaoh have to defeat the ancient evil and his companions are powerful.
Yes, I remember that show. Oh my gosh, we're going through childhood memories right now. I don't think I started watching Wakfu until I was in maybe middle school or high school is when I started getting into Wakfu. And then or like I kind of found Wakfu at that point. And however, I don't think it was called Mummy's Go. It was called something else. At least here it was called, it had a different name. I think it was called like Kid Tut or something like that, where it was like he was supposed to be like Tutankhamun's like brother or something like that. I don't know, it was funny. I wasn't going to, I just knew I could just go girl and make it go. Yeah, well, if you just make one, that's fine. But yeah. Well, we always have a forever D's nuts joke right here. So, we don't really need much else. We just have this one right here.
Fun fact, my first contact with anime was Ghost in the Shell.
Wow. I feel like that's not the best one to really start off with, because that's a little much. My first ever contact with anime, I believe, was Digimon. But at the time, I didn't know that Digimon was anime. I didn't realize that until like really later on in my life. Because I thought about it and I was like, wait. Funny enough, I was not a Pokemon. I was a Digimon. I did do Dragon Ball Z, but that was after I already knew what anime was. Go react to the meme. I saw that you sent me a meme. Who did this? Who did this?
Well, my second contact was Tales of Lodos, the original franchise that defeated D&D in Japan, and the elf girl of that franchise that inspiration for Frieren.
Ooh, okay. Very nice. Very nice. Gotta like them old animes as well. I think that the first anime that I really got introduced to, because when I was a kid, I didn't know that Digimon was an anime. We just kind of called it a cartoon. But the first actual anime that I was ever introduced to was Inuyasha. That was the first one that I ever got introduced to, because my friend was really into Inuyasha at the time, and I believe she introduced me to, these were the animes that she introduced me to. And by the way, just to let you guys know, this was like late 2010s. Or no, early 2010s. Early 2010s. Late 2000s. So that's the anime genres we're kind of going with. So the first one she showed me was Inuyasha, which I have never finished. I actually did read most of the manga because she had the manga, so I mostly read the manga, which was also my first ever manga as well that I was ever introduced to. Then she introduced me to Trinity Blood. Yeah. We were about 10 or 11, and she introduced me to Trinity Blood. If you know Trinity Blood, you know how definitely not for kids that show is. But I will say, I wish to smash the mommy cardinal. Again, if you know that anime, you understand. You understand. Then she introduced me to Black Butler. Again, another show, probably not good for children. And Fruits Basket. Now, this was the original Fruits Basket, which I believe only had one season. So this was OG Fruits Basket. And when they came out with the remake of it in 2019, I was like, oh, my childhood. And I believe I'm on, I believe I'm still on season 2. Maybe, I think there's 3 seasons if I remember. And I think there's like one season that I had to stop watching it because it was so emotionally draining that I could only watch one episode before crying. And I was like, what the heck? Why is this so sad? Why is it so sad? And then they're like, yeah, it's supposed to be sad. And I was like, what the heck? Also, by the way, Soshi, who hurt you? Who did this? Whoever did this, they must pay for their sins. Because this is the meme. Hold on a minute. This is the meme that I was sent. What the heck? Why can't I find... What the... Oh, it's because... Oop. I just started playing Code Lyoko for some reason. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me minimize this. Who hurt you? Who did this? Who did this? Who hurt you? Who hurt you? I feel like someone must be hurt. Reddit? Okay, if this is from Reddit, that makes so much more sense. If this is from Reddit, that makes a lot of sense. Like, why? Who hurt you to make this? This is a tragedy. You don't think I'm talented, do you? No, I think you're amazingly talented. This is just... You know what? He's gonna live right here. He's gonna live right here. People are gonna be so confused. They're gonna be like, what? What is that on your screen? Don't worry. Yeah, I'm talented. Not at making pictures. Yeah. Oh my gosh. We got some funny memes. We got some good memes today. Maybe when we do just chatting, we should just pull up some memes. I'm so smooth. You are.
Art makes me remember a villain of Max Steel.
Oh my gosh. Let's do meme review. You want me to do a meme review? Oh my gosh. I mean, I have wanted to do meme reviews, but they need to be TOS safe is the thing. I have tons of memes. Oh my gosh. Okay, they have to be TOS safe. You know what? Maybe next week we'll do that. We'll do a meme review. Give me your best
My
memes.
art, you are like Dextroy of Max Steel, and I have many memes all safe.
Oh my gosh. Does everyone around me just have a bunch of memes? Okay. Where were you guys when I had asked for memes because I was sad the other day? Now you guys are all coming out of the woodwork suddenly being like, yeah, we have a ton of memes. Where were the memes earlier, my guy? Memes are fun. Yeah, we'll do a meme review. Yeah, we'll do a meme review next week. Maybe we'll plan it for Thursday. We'll do a meme review on Thursday. So you have a week to collect as many memes as you can. Now, keep in mind,
I don't have many, only 4 gigas, and we were here, but you did say, and I quote, we're gonna see memes when I say it, so stay tuned.
yes, we're gonna do a meme review next week. Now, the thing is, with meme reviews, you have to make sure that they are TOS safe. Not only for Twitch, but also for YouTube, okay? Because this is going to go up on YouTube as well. So you have to make sure that there's TOS safe for both. Alright? I don't wanna be accidentally like blocked now and it's like, sheesh. Our creates gets banned. Why? Showing too good of memes. So no NSFW, right? You're right, that it. I would say also maybe avoid anything to do with SA or very, very dark memes. Okay, if it's like an analog horror dark meme, like a horror meme, fine. But I would say stay away from anything that's too political or controversial. Coughs, politics. Yeah, I was gonna say anything. Definitely no political ones. I'm not a political
I have
commentator.
only one +18 meme and is a clickbait of a bee doing twerk.
Of a bee twerking. I mean, to be safe, no. To be safe, no twerking. No twerk, please. Cost. Okay, that was okay. I would say this much. That one I can laugh at because I'm more laughing at it just because it's funny. It's just a typical funny meme. if people have a problem with that on screen, like, look, I'm not making fun of the guy. It's just funny. It's just blatantly
but
funny.
is a B. Tito thinks of Twitter. True, those pastiches they see, and anything can be reproducible.
Oh my gosh. Now I'm thinking about the B movie. Now I want to go watch the B movie.
Yes, we are. Hide your couches and sofas.
Oh my gosh. Wasn't there like, there was somebody that came in once and they were like, and I was like, you could write the entirety of the B movie with the text to speech if you wanted to. Just don't make it too annoying. And they literally started doing it. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. That's fine. I don't care. Nowadays, I will say though, please don't do that. Please don't. There are limits. There are limits. I have many movies from Europe that you can check if you are bored. Well, you know what? I have something to say. My mom and I, we finished Merlin. We finished the show Merlin, The Adventures of Merlin on BBC last night. Oh, it hurt. Oh, it hurt. I don't know why it made me hurt so badly, but I think it's just because... Alright, do you guys want spoilers? Do you guys want spoilers for the end of Merlin, of the show? It's been out since 2012. There's not really many spoilers I can give. Yes? Okay.
I recommend the series Ghost, the US version 05 Magnifico.
I feel like I've heard of that show. I like how every once in a while the blinking that I have actually tracks it to be the individual like lizard blinks that I have. I do normally sometimes have a lizard blink where I blink one eye and then I blink the other eye. Yeah, I do that. Especially when I'm tired. I just do it. I don't even notice I do it. I just do it. People are like, what the heck? And I'm like, yeah. It's just kind of one of those days, man. It's just one of those days, you know? Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh, the end of Merlin. Alright, so the end of the series, first off, there's 5 seasons, and each season has 13 episodes in it. The season finale, which was also the series finale, was in 2 parts. And the entirety of the show had been building up to where Arthur becomes king. He became king in season 4. And he builds the United Kingdoms of Avalon. Or Avalon, yeah. That made me remember the series. Oh my gosh, Grimm. I remember that series. Oh, that was such a good series. I never watched it because when it had come out, I was like really young and I didn't want to watch it. It seemed too scary for me, but now I want to go back and watch it actually. Anyways, BBC Merlin. So the whole entire series, Merlin is given a task, a destiny, that he and Arthur, King Arthur, and when Arthur becomes king, that they will make the country known as Avalon. Or Avalon. Avalon. Which of course eventually is basically the United Kingdoms. So there's that. And Merlin basically has to make sure that Arthur does not die before that happens. So the entirety of the series is a bunch of different things happen, and Arthur basically almost gets dead several times, but of course Merlin saves him with magic. And during the series, Camelot has outlawed magic. So there is no magic that is allowed in Camelot. You cannot, if you are suspected of using magic, you are put to death, basically. That's how the show is. So Merlin has to do his magic, but also make sure to not get caught. And at the very end, because there's a lot of stuff that ends up happening. But basically, we do get Morgana, and Morgana ends up being the sister of Arthur. And Arthur and basically there ends up being an entire war, long out war between Morgana and Arthur. And the season finale and series finale for season 5, because it's a season finale for series 5, but it's also like the end of the show. The final fight ends up happening between Morgana and Arthur has already been fated that Arthur will die by Mordred's hand. And Mordred is a druid, because there's like a group of druids and they're also being persecuted because they have magic. So Mordred stabs Arthur, and then Arthur stabs Mordred and kills him. Arthur then has a piece of Mordred's sword stuck in him, and the sword that he used to kill Mordred was Excalibur, and Mordred also had a sword that was like Excalibur, so it was a magical sword, and a piece of the sword ended up getting stuck in Arthur and was slowly making its way to his heart. So it was going to kill him. Merlin basically swoops in, saves everybody, and they're like, we need to save Arthur. How do we save him? And Gaius, who is basically Merlin's father figure, says to him, he says, you have to take him to this lake, and there's an island in the center of the lake where you can probably be able to take the piece of the sword out. So the entirety of the second episode is them trying to get Arthur to this place while also trying to avoid the Saxons, because the Saxons and Morgana are working together, and Morgana wants to find Arthur because she finally wants to kill him, and she's lost Mordred, so she's like, I need to go and kill him. And oh yes, there's a lot of things. I will explain what the Merlin show stuff is, because I will explain with Mordred stuff. So Arthur and Merlin are going on this journey, and also Merlin tells Arthur that he has magic. So Arthur is also like slowly but surely accepting all the stuff that has happened and going like, oh, okay, wow, so like all of this stuff has happened, and that makes a lot more sense into who you are as an individual. And it kind of feels like I don't really know you too well, but then it's like, I actually do know you, Merlin. It's just sad that you had to hide this part from me. And it was a very emotional experience to go through, because these two have been through so much together. And then I was like, they're gonna get to the lake, they're gonna go to the island, they're going to get this out, and then magic is gonna not be outlawed anymore, and that's how the series ends. I was very mistaken how the series ends. The series ends with Arthur actually dying, but he dies in Merlin's arms. They end up not getting to the lake in time. Also, while they were on their way to the lake, they did run into Morgana, and Merlin ended up killing Morgana, so Morgana was dead. And so Arthur was being dragged by Merlin, and he also summoned a dragon. Okay, the dragon doesn't make sense, but if you watch Merlin, there's like this great dragon that talks with Merlin a lot and basically also ends up being a kind of advisor to him as well. And so he summons the dragon and brings the dragon forward. And the dragon basically tells Merlin that no matter what Merlin does, Arthur is going to die. He's dead. He's dead. At this point, he is dead. And Merlin is just like, can't accept it. And he's like, no, he's my friend. I need to save him. Like, the Avalon won't be created unless this happens. And the dragon just goes, no, it has been created. You guys did the thing. He did the thing that needed to be done. And then the dragon just goes, remember, Arthur is going to be the once and future king. And they emphasize it. And future. And the story that they left with is that when Avalon is at its lowest, Arthur will return. And Merlin will be there for when he returns. And then Merlin throws the sword into the lake, and the Lady of the Lake ends up grabbing it and disappearing. And then he puts Arthur in a boat and, ceremoniously burns him. And then the end of the episode is Guinevere ends up becoming queen because the king is dead, so she succeeds him. And at the very, very end, the last 3 minutes of the show, all of us, you're looking at the lake with the island, and on the island is like this giant building that's a spire to the sky. And then you see the spire, and then you see the spire disappear, and now it's just a crumbled old ruin. And then all of a sudden, a blue truck just comes out in front of the screen. I was like, what the hell? And then you see it pan over to a street, like a normal modern day street with like modern houses and bushes. And you just see an old man walking towards the camera. And then it goes back to the shot where it's looking at the spire. And the old man comes into, comes into the middle of the screen and then walks off. So he comes in from over, like, he basically comes in from over this side and he walks in and then he walks here and then he stops where the lake and the spire is. And then he just continues on and he walks off. And basically the old man was Merlin. It was old Merlin. And he's basically, the show was basically implying that Merlin is still alive and well, awaiting for the awakening of Arthur to return. Which, yes, is also a part of Arthurian legend. Now, I'm gonna read some of your stuff. Oh. Let me see. No man. Instead of the UN, it's Arthur Camelot United. Yeah. So in Arthurian legend, it's kind of mixed bag. So, first off, Morgana never was in original Arthurian legend. That's a new thing. Also, I'm trying to remember. Also, Mordred never used to be there in the beginning. So, there's a lot of different versions of Arthurian legend. And it is the most confusing backwater legends I have ever heard, okay? Because every single time someone writes a new Arthurian legend, it's different. It's always different. And the reason for that being is because the first original Arthurian legend was written so long ago. It was written a long ass time ago. And then everybody that wrote Arthurian legends after that were literally writing fan fiction of the original Arthurian legend and added in their own OCs to it. Not joking. That's how Arthurian legend got built. So Mordred was someone's added OC. Morgana was somebody's added OC. Also, the story of Mordred being Morgana and Arthur's child, yeah, that was added in later.
My favorite fanfiction is of the anime Fate, a good Arthur waifus era 5 Magnifico.
Okay, I will say this much. I fucking hate Fate. I think that's the first time I've cursed in a long while. I hate Fate. It's too confusing. The designs, though, pretty peak. Pretty peak designs. I like the designs. However, I will say this much. I did cosplay Violet Evergarden. What do you mean not confusing? Yeah, it is. I mean, the timelines are pretty much confusing. It's extensive. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I will say, though, I once cosplayed Violet Evergarden for a convention. And everyone thought I was Saber from Fate. Because their colors are similar. They both have blonde hair that's in a bun that's braided. They also have short hair. They also wear a dress that's poofy on the bottom and boots and blue jackets. So the designs are very similar to each other. So I wasn't really mad when people kept mistaking me for Saber. They're like, oh my gosh, you have such a great Saber cosplay. And then I'm like, yeah, I don't know who you're talking about. Because I was actually cosplaying a Violet Evergarden. I still have the cosplay, actually. I think I have the wig somewhere, too. Saber is the father of Mordred, even if it's a waifu. Okay, the Fate has, again, it's technically not true. Mordred was never, ever Arthur's child. Mordred became Arthur's child when somebody else rewrote it. But again, if you go back into other Arthurian legends, you'll even find that Morgana was never evil. Morgana was just there. So, again, Arthurian legend is very, very confusing as well, because there's so many different ways that people say it. It's kind of like, you know how like Greek mythos is? It's kind of like that. Oh, also speaking of which, I kind of want to have a stream of us reacting to each saga of epic musical. Like, I don't know how we're gonna divide it up, but I do. But because of that, by lore and fate, Merlin give magical male What the heck? Bro, what Merlin be smoking? What Merlin be smoking? That face just says everything. Also, an ad is gonna run in a minute, but also I'm kind of getting really tired and I feel like I should end stream soon. I did say it was gonna be a short stream. Merlin of Fate is... Okay, yeah, there are some legends that say that Merlin was a part demonic. Because they're like, that's how he got his power. A little chaotic
has chosen for chat to suffer.
Or I guess ads are playing right now. Oh. Time to buy more resting time for you. Thank you. Yeah, my jaw doesn't hurt as much, but I'm trying to like not speak too much in order to not do anything. No, to not have too much. I don't got a lot going on up here in this head of mine. gonna be honest here. I recommend the movie of Gull. Okay. I'm probably not gonna remember most of these movies. Maybe I should put like movie recommendations or like show and movie recommendations. The movie of Gilmont or don't be afraid. Oh, if it's a scary movie, I don't like scary movies. I can't watch scary movies. It's funny, I can watch scary shows, but movies, nah. Can't do that for some reason. Just, I'm a chicken. I'm very much a chicken. It's like horror movies to me, you know. I don't really like horror movies too much either. I think it's just because I just don't. I think it's just like psychological stuff. I just don't like scary things. I think there's just too much that I'm already scared of. I don't need more things to be scared of. Ow. Actually, my neck is starting to hurt too. Damn. Damn, everything's hurting, man. My everything hurts. I'm getting too old for this. I'm getting to 30, man. I'm getting too old for this stuff. Oh my gosh. Almost 30 minute, 30 minute ad, apparently. Oh my gosh. Doesn't it seem like TV ads last like 30 minutes now? I'm so glad I don't have cable anymore. I just have stream stuff. Honestly, I mainly watch YouTube, if anything. So, I try and not watch like too many things nowadays. Just a YouTube. I mean, I guess I've always watched YouTube over other stuff, mostly. So, no surprise there. But yeah. Hooray! Ad break is over! Okay, yippee. Woohoo. Now we're gonna raid. I should have probably been thinking about who we're gonna raid. In like the background, but I didn't because I no think. Thoughts? What are those? The only thoughts I have is thoughts of thoughts. Oh yeah, actually I did want to ask a question. Do you guys think that we should do anything special for my streamiversary? I don't think so. I was thinking about it and then I was like, nah, I don't want to do anything. I think just because it's too close to 2.0, and the other thing is like I want to do other things. I should have planned better in future. I'm really not great at planning events. I need someone else to do it, or I need somebody else's help to plan events. Because I'm just not great. How what the heck? Alright. I'm like looking for someone for us to raid right now. Alright. I think I have some people in mind. Or well, you know, I'm kind of like thinking about it. I'm like, do I want, you know what? I'll do a raid to somebody I do know. That's what we'll do. Hold on a second. I'm almost done with my morning tea. I actually didn't have coffee today. Maybe that's why I'm also like really tired, is because I didn't have coffee today. Honestly, part of me kind of wants to move away from drinking coffee. Not to say that I don't like it, but just kind of move away from it, because I don't know. I'm hoping that might help me with some things. Especially considering that I do have like a lot of mucus. I have a lot of mucus with me. Anyways, I know who we're gonna raid. So let me just get this going. Here we go. Oh, not that. Let me do. Oh my gosh. There we go. So let me get the. I'm gonna just start the raid because I don't want to be forcing myself to sit here the entire time. However, I do want to say something that is gonna be coming up in a few months. I will be going on vacation in a few months. I will let you know when I'm going to be doing that, but there is a large possibility I will not have any connection at all. So it'll be very disconnected. So I might not be able to post out much or anything, but I am gonna have some stuff set up so that it'll be like I never left. But there might be some stuff be posted on YouTube, there'll be shorts, there'll be TikToks, and maybe there might be some memes here and there that might get posted up on Twitter and things like that. Just to still have a sort of presence around, but technically I will be on vacation. So if you ever wonder like why you can't message me or contact me or anything like that, it's probably because of that. I will be on vacation. I will not really say when I'm going to be going, but just to let you know, in several months I will be. And I'm gonna make it be like I never left. But you'll know because it's like, hey, there's no streams. But for the most part, I'm just gonna keep doing stuff. But I'll plan for next week to do a meme review. So I will post up for the memes, and I'll have like a certain forum for you guys to post all your memes in, just so that I have it all set up, so that I know like this is the only area where the memes are gonna be, and you know, people can submit as many memes as they want to submit, because the more memes, more fun, more fun things for us. Anyways, I'm gonna need to get rid of these. Goodbye memes, goodbye. But on Saturday I am planning on playing the game Date Everything. It is a demo. It actually comes out on the day that we are going to be playing the demo. So if you guys would be interested in purchasing it, I would recommend it. And we're just going to have fun. I've tried to not look at very much content surrounding Date Everything, just so that I can be surprised by it and see what there is. But without any further ado, as I always say, may the stars guide you until next time. Goodbye, everybody.